Tyler Jackson, Play Sheet Sports, and I'm at Bluefield High School, joined by quarterback Max Simpson, All-State quarterback Max Simpson. Man, what a difference a year makes. You went from a kid, I think you threw maybe 5 touchdowns freshman year, a system that probably didn't quite suit your strengths, to a 41-9, first team All-Stater, a state, runner-up. Very accomplished season, not the way you wanted it to end. But the first thing I want to get into, how are you doing today, Max?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I can't complain. Not that I do any good. Always beautiful to be out covering football, talking to football players. All right, so let's kind of recap last year. I felt like you guys really got better as the season went along. Like, you say that, and that can be cliche, but that was exactly how it went. It starts with snapping the streak against Graham. You lose the Princeton game, then you get to, I think, 4-1, the comeback versus Beckley. Then week 5, you lose to Independence, and you don't lose again until the state championship game. Just kind of tell me how you guys felt like you were able, to get better during the season went along, especially for as young as you guys were, because you were very sophomore heavy. Like, the core, the pillars, the blue chip players were mostly sophomores from that group, and there can be a lot of immaturity. How did you guys kind of navigate that and grow on task and just kind of finish the season where you were?
Those 2 early losses kind of helped because it humbled us back. Because after Graham was like on the top of the world, but those 2 losses kind of helped us just like come back to ground, and we got big headed in the state game too.
Yeah, how do you feel like you got big headed in the state game? Kind of take me through that, because there's, everyone remembers the finish, and to me, that entire Saturday was probably one of the best days of high school football the state's ever seen. You had, I know you don't like being on the losing end of that one, but if you go back and look as a neutral spectator, that was a great game. Then the Saturday game the night game was decided by 1 point between Princeton and Nitro. So from the neutral standpoint, but how did you guys get big headed? Take me through that.
I mean, like you saw in the playoffs, the playoff scores wasn't even close. Like we came in that game to think we was gonna blow them out like we've been doing, and they kind of just humbled us, giving us a good game that we had to fight for. And I think we just wasn't prepared mentally to fight that fight.
You say that, but I'd have to go back and just reconfirm, but I feel like on fourth quarter games where you were trailing by, 7 a score or so with, or it's tied. You have 3 game-winning drives in the fourth quarter of your career already. You have the Greenbrier East one down 19. You smile because you like that stat. The Beckley one last year, and then I would say, not game-winning, but game-tying last year against Frankfurt. You had to have it. You go down the field and in 2 minutes, and you get the 2-point conversion. That's probably the hardest thing to do. Take me through what those experiences have done for you as a player, and how you're able to effectively have ice in your veins.
The first one was just getting confidence because at the time, Greenbrier East, my freshman year, nobody was really believing in us as a team or me in general. So that felt good and confidence because I knew what I could do. Beckley game, I felt like we was winning on all sides of the ball, and that just had to be done. That play had to be made, and it was made.
Gotcha. So coming into this year, how do you not read too much into the headlines? Because that's the thing. A lot of people are probably going to crown you as state champions, but that's not how this works. You talked about it. You guys got big headed last year. You felt like you were just going to roll over Frankfurt. That didn't turn out to be the case. How do you guys kind of maintain throughout the year? Because you're going to be more talented than 99% of the teams in Double A. My personal opinion is I believe the 2 best teams in Double A are you guys and then Independence. But you also have to go out there on the field and execute and actually win the games. How do you kind of keep the level head with this group? Because you guys are still really young. Like the core group is juniors. You have some seniors that are still really good, but still some juniors.
I mean, this year we have more depth as a team. Last year, we could get big headed and there was no consequences. This year, if you get big headed, you won't play. Sometimes the line can mess up. We have backups. Our backups are just as good as starters, and those backups can start anywhere else. So them being good helps us be level, because if we're not level, they might take a spot.
All right. So in that theory of competition, how's your offseason been? I saw you picked up another Division I offer. So you have 2 as of right now, right? Heading into your junior year. That's pretty good. You can't complain about that. What have you done to kind of better yourself? I've seen some of the weight training that you've done, some of the movement stuff. It seems like there's been a huge focus on adding to your mobility as a quarterback. Just take me through what the offseason has looked like for you and how you've tried to push yourself to a different level.
I mean, the off season's been more of the same. It's just been how I've been taking it a lot more serious. Like no lacking on reps, no nothing. I just been focused on what I gotta do because as you said, my mobility hasn't been the best, and like to get where I want to be, my mobility's got to be better, and not lifting and working out them throw sessions gonna get me better like that.
Speaking of throwing, did you add some velocity to your arm a little bit? Because I was watching your scrimmage last night, and I think there was a pass over the middle to Jaleel, and he may have dropped it, and it just kind of like zipped in there. I was like, man, I think he's throwing a little bit harder than what he used to. Is that something that you're able to test, or that you've tested, or something you feel like you've gotten the stronger?
I think I've gotten stronger, but not in like the bench way, like the squat or nothing. I think I just got my shoulder stronger because I do a lot of quarterback specific workouts, and it just helps build my shoulder and stuff like that. And like I've thrown more. I've got comfortable with those throws where I can make any like layer if I can want to make a two ball or one ball, and not just had to be a one ball.
I like that you talked about that layering, that kind of hitting over the second level between second and third level. Take me through the process of getting comfortable with that because it's hard. Like you've always faced really good teams when you play, so there could be a linebacker or somebody that's lurking down that can just kind of jump up and maybe catch some of those layered passes or pick them off. How do you go about getting comfortable with that? Because that area of the field, especially the middle, is a hard one to access. There are a lot of bodies over there, but you seem to have gotten pretty comfortable with it and delivering.
I mean, this summer it was like really rough for me over the middle. Like my layering has always been like my weakness of my game, and like this summer I really just focused onto it and like using my eyes to get the middle open. So like if I don't stare it down, they're not just gonna keep dropping back. So if I just look somewhere else and hit them, that's gonna be an easier throw for me and an easier catch because if it's gonna be a hard catch if they're standing right in front of them. But like my off season was just like really good. Like a lot of stuff prepared me. Like Jaleel, all of them caught for me. Brandon Wally at B State was catching some. Nuke, yeah, he used to play at West Virginia State. They like helped me a lot with my game, and I'm thankful for them.
Yeah, Brandon was. When I talk about teams that I feel like should have won a state championship but didn't, I always go back to the 2019 Bluefield team against Bridgeport because they went in as heavy favorites. But I believe Wiley was on that team and he was a really good player. Yeah, that's I like the way that you've kind of approached this and using older players that have succeeded at college level to kind of better yourself. So you had your first scrimmage last night against Hurricane, and I had a chance to go up there and watch it. Who were some of the players that throughout this camp have impressed you? Because I came away with I think four that I thought were really impressive. Ty Lee Simon,
Mm-hmm.
I thought had a really good scrimmage. Sean Dow, I knew he was a good player. I didn't realize how good that he would be. And I saw him last night. I was like, oh, he's a big guy, but he's got some movement to him. And then Jurian Tab, I thought Jurian looked really good. And there was one other player, obviously Jeremiah looks great all,
Mm-hmm.
all the time. But yeah, like those were my impressions. Playing with these guys all summer and throughout the last couple of weeks. Who's really stood out to you? Somebody that we may not know.
I mean, y'all really might not know Jurian, but like y'all saw some of him last night. He's just been focused and locked in. Like he's had a really good summer, and you can see it while he's playing both sides of the ball. And Chadney's had a great he's basically becoming a leader on this team. Offensive wise, he's getting better. Defensive wise, you know what he's gonna give us. And Tylee's just been like locked in all summer, both sides. And who else? Jeremiah, you know what he gonna do. But Jazon Brown, he went out there and gave us a good couple runs when Wilsie went down. He you should expect to hear his name a couple times this year.
Speaking of the defensive line and Sean Dow and those guys, how have you seen them, facing them every day in practice? How have you seen that group kind of evolve? Because that's, to me, that's always a missing piece is what can the defensive line of Bluefield do to stop the run, especially when we get into these winter months. And just looking at them, Pitts from Capital, a big body there in the middle, Sean and some of the other kids that you have coming back in. Behind them, you have all staters at every level. What have been your impressions of that defensive line early on, trying to get after you?
It's been helping us as a team a lot because like our scout team D line with Pitt, Sean Dow, Malik Mosley's been helping us. Uh, Jamar Hickman, he was a starter for us last year. Our scout team defensive line is just as good as any other defensive line in the state. Like, and they're gonna help us get better every single day. They're doing great every day.
What do you think about this junior quarterback class? Because I'm on record. I think it's going to be the greatest quarterback class to ever come through the state. You've got Maddox Twig, you've got the Robertson kid from Pendleton County, who's a 3,000 yard passer. You've got the Smith kid from Fairmont. You've got Green from Independence. You've got Grigsby from Herbert Hoover. Those are some really talented quarterbacks. Have you ever got that chance to work out with any of them? And what do you think about that? Because I feel like it's a really fun race to watch. You know, I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but the House Award race might be more interesting than what the Kennedy Award race, just because of the quarterback depth.
I mean, this is a really good quarterback class. Like Maddox Twig is a phenomenal player. Anthony Smith is a good player. We'll see him this season. Payne Grigsby has been getting better and better every year. And you know what Brock Green's gonna give y'all. Like he's an excellent thrower. And I haven't really heard much of the other kid, but I've seen some stuff on him. I feel like this 28 class got juice in every position.
Do you have any relationships with these other guys? Or
I mean, I went to a camp with Anthony Smith this year, Peyton Grigsby too, and the other ones I really haven't had got a connection with or anything like that.
what do you kind of feel like you attribute to the meteoric rise? And you know, there are some other good quarterbacks, like we've seen some throughout the area. Like you've played Chance the last couple of years, a really good quarterback. There are some other ones that have emerged throughout the area. Westside had Caden Vance a couple of years ago, a really good dual threat quarterback. But as a whole, I feel like we're seeing a shift towards quarterbacks throughout the state. Why do you feel like that is? Are you able to lean on anything from your own upbringing as to why quarterback play has gotten so much better?
I mean, if you want to think about it, everybody like want to play receiver, but if you can find one person that really want to take quarterback serious, it's not going to be that hard because not many people want to play it. Because quarterback's probably one of the hardest positions on the field, so not everybody's just going to jump out and just say they want to play quarterback. Everybody's going to say they want to play receiver. So once you start playing quarterback, you're going to automatically have receivers to help you get to where you want to be. And I think that's what just helped me because all my receivers have caught for me a lot. Like they've got me better in so many ways that they probably don't even know.
This is nothing new for the program. It's been this way for every bit of 25, 30 years, where the schedule is extremely difficult. Do you feel like there's an advantage, because going back to it, you guys are young, it's easy to really feel yourselves after wins and victories? Do you feel like the schedule being as difficult as what it is? I mean, the first 2 weeks you've got Graham, who's a perennial state contender. You've got Princeton, defending state champions. James Monroe, which is a an annual playoff contender as well. Then you go further in the season, you've got Independence, who, again, I think you two are the top two teams in Double A. No disrespect to Frankfurt, but just with the talent coming back, I think you guys are top two. And then later in the year, you go to Fairmont Senior, which you're a little bit younger. You probably saw it as a middle school and maybe elementary school kid, but there were some great battles between these two programs. Do you feel like there's an advantage in playing those games and just being able to not really take a week off that helps you as far as, avoiding falling into the trap of smelling yourself?
I mean, like the tough games are gonna keep us like locked in. Like last year, we kind of like took a break because we were starting to blow teams out and stuff like that. Having a tough game every single week is gonna help us focus. But like we have a bunch of new coaches that are gonna keep us locked in no matter what. Coach Isabel, he's a great guy that's gonna keep us locked in at all times. Coach Maddow's not gonna let us slack off at none. Coach Bryce isn't gonna let nothing happen. And like Coach Simon's gonna discipline you. But I feel like as a coaching staff this year, we're just better. Like they're gonna keep us more locked in, no more goofing around, nothing like that. Plus the big games are gonna help us like have to focus and practice, no weeks off. And like I think we're just gonna be prepared for the bigger games at the time. And then when the playoffs comes, we should be prepared because like Fairmont ain't no joke. Like they're probably gonna be a contender, and AAA Princeton is too. Graham probably is too. Independence is gonna be a great team in Double A. Like we have a tough schedule, but I think we can if we just keep being locked in, we're gonna be good.
Gotcha. Last question I got for you: what constitutes a successful season for you?
Just hard work, like just being locked in and being connected with my guys, like my receivers. If we have a bad offseason together, it's gonna affect the whole team. So like I pride myself on not like having too many bad balls and routes on air, because if you can't complete a routes on air ball, you're not going to complete a pass in the game. And like if you just connected with all your guys and have a good relationship with all of them, you're going to be good no matter what. Like our bond with our team is something like crazy. We've been playing together since we was like 6, maybe 7. Like uh, we just been connected as a team for so long, and I think it's time for us to just start winning.
I said last question, but I do actually have two. Did you see? So I polled I think 9 area folks, coaches, evaluators, and everything to rank the top 10 players. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
You came in at number 3. What'd you think about that list? I want you to be
Oh,
honest.
I was number 3. I thought I was number 2. I thought it was
Yeah. Yes, you were. Okay, yeah, you were number 2. Because Moore was 1, you were 2, and then Conley or Jeremiah at 3. Yeah, so I think you're actually right on that. So what'd you think about that number 2? I mean, that to me that constitutes a sign of respect.
I mean, yeah, but I ain't like the note that was on it.
Oh, with the
Yeah,
the offense being dependent on you.
yeah, because we got so many guys. Like y'all saw what Jeremiah can do. We'll see. Jazan's gonna give us some. Marmar's gonna give us some. Like it's just not relied on me. Like I might be a big part of what we got going, but there's so many guys on our team that like we just don't need me. Like we can have a game where Jeremiah just runs the ball. We can have a game where I only throw the ball, but it's not just relied on me as a team. Like I didn't like that comment at all.
I'm not gonna say which panelist made the comment, but I think that you're gonna get some good points in the locker room for that. Last one. What do you think about Jaleel being left off that list?
That's disrespectful. He's Carly, the best DB in the state. Offensive wise, what had 500 receiving yards, 400,
400 or 500, something like
something like
that.
that. A lot of touchdowns. Like him as a player is more impactful than like most of them. Was he even on like the honorable mentions or anything?
He came in 12th as far as points go.
So he should be top 10, like without a doubt. It should us and Ethan should have been on there too, because he's. I feel like he should have been top 10 too, because he's a vocal part of our line and he wasn't even there. He should at least be 10 or something, because without him, left tackle my blind side, like we don't got nothing going. But Jalil being left off there is disrespectful.
What do you think Jaleel's going to say? Because I'm going to ask him about it too.
He's probably gonna say something similar, but like that's crazy.
Well, Max, I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me today. Looking forward to seeing you guys throughout the year. Should be a lot of fun, man. I'm going to see if you can push past what you did last year and reach new heights.